The Xbox press conference is one of the main attractions of E3. Since their first one in 2001, when Bill Gates and The Rock revealed the final design for the original Xbox, Microsoft has had some highs, lows and very low moments. Today we're looking into the announcement and promises made last year. It's Xbox at E3 2015, 1 year later. The biggest announcement by far was backwards compatibility. Being able to play all 360 games on the Xbox One is huge. You'll be able to play Red Dead Redemption, Modern Warfare 2, Mass Effect 3 and Skyrim on Xbox One. One day, maybe. Even if some fan favorites still aren't backwards compatible on Xbox One, Microsoft has done a great job bringing games like South Park: The Stick of Truth, Mass Effect, Left 4 Dead 2, Rayman Origins and some other games like this one, all of these. Let's move on. The show started like any Xbox show should start, with Halo and the Master Chief. What? No Master Chief? The demo presented at E3 had Agent Locke in it, like 70% of the final game ended up having. The release date was announced for October 2015 and 343 Industries delivered it on time to pretty good reviews. Most reviewers noted that the campaign was disappointing but the multiplayer was great. Following Halo was Recore, a new IP made by Inafune and his studio Concept in collaboration with the makers of Metroid Prime, Armature Studio. The game was announced for spring 2016 but sadly hasn't made it and has been delayed for later this year. Hopefully at this E3 we'll see more about the game, learn what it is exactly and get a release date. Next was Todd Howard and Fallout 4. The game did hit the release date of November 10. Not the last time you hear about this date today. Todd also revealed that mods from PC would come to Xbox One, and Bethesda just delivered on that promise in the last few days, forcing me to re-edit this video at the last minute and ditch my Todd Howard is a big fat liar graphic. Peter Moore was next because every conference needs some Peter Moore. He announced new games coming to the EA Access Vault, Titanfall in early summer and Dragon Age Inquisition later in the summer. They respectively arrived on June 15th and August 4th because Peter Moore never lies. We got a new Forza because there's one every year now. As always, the announcement was received like that by Forza fans, while everybody else reacted like that. The game was delivered on time in September 15th to an 87 Metacritic. Job well done, Dan Greenwald. Also, did you see that car coming out of the sky? Crazy. Up next was Ubisoft with The Division and Rainbow Six Siege. The Division was at E3 for the third year in a row, with a new release window of early 2016. The game did release on March 8th this year to good reviews. Rainbow Six was announced for October 17th, 2015, but missed its release date and was delayed a few weeks to December 1st. Rainbow Six Siege had lukewarm reviews and no one is talking about the game these days. We got trailers for Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare 2 and Dark Souls, two games that go together so well that I decided to mash them up in this video. Both had an early 2016 release window and both came out on time in early 2016. Another trailer was showed next. Gigantic, a free-to-play MOBA exclusive to Windows 10 and Xbox One. The game got a late summer beta in 2015, but hit a massive setback when developer Motiga laid off a lot of staff in February 2016. As of May this year, they have found a new publisher for the game, Perfect World Entertainment, and it looks like the game is back on track. It's E3, so you know you're gonna get an ID at Xbox clip of indie games set to a pretty cool song. Microsoft showed 15 games in that clip. Sadly, only 5 are available on the store as of today. including 2 still on-game previews that have no full release date announced. 4 Idea Xbox games were highlighted. Tacoma by the makers of Going Home. The game was announced for 2016, but we now know we'll have to wait until 2017 to enter the Tacoma space station. Ashen, a pretty cool looking game no one has heard anything about since E3. Beyond Eyes, a game where you play a blind girl, came out to mediocre reviews in August of 2016. Cuphead, the game everybody's looking forward to, got a 2016 release window, and we're eagerly waiting for more information on that title. With the announcement of game previews came Dean Hall, the maker of DayZ. He promised that DayZ and his new game Iron would soon come to game preview. 1 year later, we're still waiting. Time for one of the biggest exclusive for Microsoft in 2015 with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Brian Horton showed a very good looking demo of the game that was identical to what the final product turned out to be. He also announced that the game would be sent to die against Fallout 4 in November 10. The Rise of the Tomb Raider came out on time to a great response from critics and fans. Square Enix even named the game as one of the reasons for their very good financial results last year. It's rare time the company showed 2 games. First, a compilation of their best games with Rare Replay that came out as announced on August 4. Then they showed their newest game, Sea of Thieves. We still don't have a release date or really know what the game is about, so we're looking forward to this E3 to learn more. Then came Fable Legends. The game was one of the very first game announced for the Xbox One during the E3 2013. But after many delays and more than 1 year in closed beta, the game was cancelled earlier this year, and its maker, Lionhead Studio, was shut down. This is a very sad end to one of the greatest Xbox studio and franchise. We hope to see the return of Fable in the future. Rod Ferguson closed the show with Gears of War. He announced a remaster in 1080p and 60 FPS of the original Gears of War game. The Coalition delivered on that promise on August 25. Rod then moved on to Gears of War 4 and showed an underwhelming demo of the game. We hope that Gears 4 will get a second chance to impress this year. In total, Microsoft showed 19 games. Out of these 19 games, 10 have come out on time, 4 have been delayed, 1 has been cancelled. And it's too early to tell for 4 of them because their release date has not come up yet. Microsoft had a great showing, but was missing some wow moments. What do you think of their 2015 conference 1 year later? What would you have changed? And what are you hoping for this year? Please let me know in the comments. For more videos, please subscribe and follow us on Twitter at Noon to Moon.